Hey guys, how you doing? This is Manga, etc. and I'm here today to bring you the review for One Piece episode 1031. So we start things off with Luffy, Kaido, and Law and Zoro, and the Cloud as well, if you want to include him as well. But at the very beginning of the episode, it's basically Law separating everyone except Luffy and Kaido, so Luffy can do what he said he was going to do, is defeat Kaido one on one by himself, you know the drill. And in the manga, what you see is literally Law remove everybody else and leave Luffy to his own devices. But the anime did add a little bit extra for us, and visually, yes, it was nice to see the clashes between Kaido and Luffy. Luffy using the new skill that he's learned, which is combining Conqueror's Haki to his everyday attacks instead of just doing the normal knockout thing. It was all visually nice to see, but in terms of battle excitement, it didn't really add any, at least for me. It was a bit meh. It was a bit like, okay, what's the point of this? I don't see it adding any sort of value to the story or to Luffy or to Kaido. Because, like I've said previously on this channel, when you have filler fight scenes, most of the time most of the time it's a bit hit and miss, because sometimes it makes the protagonist or the antagonist look seemingly stronger or weaker than they actually are. But in the case of this episode, these clashes, they did absolutely nothing except looked visually good. So after that, we flip over to like, I guess a Momo skate scene, I guess, and yeah, I'm not gonna talk. I'm not gonna talk about that. I don't really think there's much to point talking about it. But before all of that happened off with Law, actually no, was that a recap of the last episode? But we are reminded within this episode that that kid does plan to take on Big Mom. I'm trying to not speak too much into stuff that hasn't really happened yet. So yeah, we have that. So okay, the big majority of the episode is spent on Nami, Usopp, Otama, and that fraction of the good guys anyway. So at first they are running away from page one, and for me personally, I've noticed a trend when it comes to Usopp and Nami and the opponents that they decide to face. So I know, I get it, the gag, the weakling trio, and Usopp and more so Usopp and Nami, really, they see themselves within a crew of just full of monsters, people who can handle themselves in dire situations, and they're the weaklings and they can't really do that. So they spend a lot of the time when they end up having to fight at all. I was gonna say one on one, but at all, they have a moment in the fight where they're running away scared, oh my gosh, then they have a moment of bravery, and then that bravery enables them to attack. That's kind of the theme for their fights, I've kind of noticed. But I feel like it's time to break this theme or get into the towards the end of the series. I feel like it's time to break this scene, and I'm not saying I don't want them to be scared, but you can still be scared but not have the whole running away gag. I think it's time we kind of stepped away from that and try something new. But within this episode, we have that. We have them running. We have Otama have like this kind of little speech, which enables Usopp's moment of bravery within this episode, and he's able to lay on the attack. The attack was able to shake off page one and of that dog's tail for a little bit and temporarily fix their problem, which was page one, but it doesn't end up defeating page one. So as they're running, Otama and company, they do bump into Big Mom, and now this is where we get introduced to Mother Mode. So apparently Big Mom has a soft spot for children, and then so when they do bump into each other, Otama and Big Mom, they get to talking, they get to catching up, they're all pally, they're like, hey, how are you, good, long time no see, how are things, how's that person from that town I visited? And this is where Big Mom finds out that Kaido, or more so Kaido's subordinates, destroyed the town, and this vexes Big Mom, vexes her to the point where she's like, nah, not exact words I'm about to quote here, but you know, like, forget the alliance. You can't do that. I know we're pirates, but even pirates have a code. She gets mad, hackies up, fully hackies up. She uses the Conqueror's haki infusion to normal attacks that we have seen Luffy learn previously. We've seen Kaido do, and then she lays out page one with one blow because she's that mad because of Mother Mode. Mother Mode is, and now the thing is, this arc is over in the manga now. Just finished not too recently, and the thing with having Big Mom in this arc, for me personally, I feel like it shouldn't have happened. I feel like having two Yonko in one arc shouldn't have happened, and I feel like Big Mom was just a disappointment within this arc, and everything she did within this arc was all just convenient, just also all too convenient, simply because I feel like Oda realized he messed up having two Yonko in this arc, and they just did not know what to do with that. So I feel like Big Mom, if she was to be an arc, should have been at the very end of the arc where she arrived, where everything was all said and done. But it is what it is. So yeah, Mother Mode for me pretty damn convenient. So after she laid out page one, we see, and I found it very funny as well, in the background, a very angry, pissed off OT. And now I found it funny because I felt like, okay, cool, yeah, you can tell she's pissed off and she's going to attack. But when you just think about it, it's like, come on, OT, what are you gonna do against a Yonko? And I know she probably knows OT. She probably knows you can't do nothing against a Yonko. But at the end of the day, that was her bro in it. That was her bro in it. When family gets attacked, you attack back regardless of if you think you can win the fight or not. You know, that's just principle. So I kind of understand where OT could be coming from if that is what she's thinking. But yeah, I just found it funny to feel like to see her so vexed, but knowing she won't be able to defeat Big Mom if she goes for it. And yeah, that's everything I got to say. So overall, I didn't find the episode that enjoyable, and it's for those reasons I'm only going to give it a 2-star rating. And like always, guys, I'm asking for your thoughts and opinions. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Most importantly, take care. Have a nice day.